everyone, I am Aunt Christine Didanlag, and now let's talk about a new topic in Chapter 8 about ethics and information age. But before that, let's first have a short activity. Let's answer this. So now let's try to decode this code in 15 seconds. So all you need to do is to decode the code using the reference chart and then rearrange the letters to reveal the hidden words. Okay, are you ready? Alright, so the timer starts now. You only have 15 seconds to finish this activity. Okay? 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time's up, detectives! Alright, now the hidden message is, or the hidden word is, computer ethics. And to those who got the correct answer, good job. And to those who didn't get it right, don't worry because there's always next time. I hope you're energized in our short activity. So now let's discuss about ethics and information age. As with any powerful technology, individuals can use computers for both good and bad actions. So how can we determine if our actions are bad or good? So we can determine it through knowing ethics. So what is ethics? So it is the standard that determine whether an action is good or bad. So since in our activity our hidden word is computer ethics. So now let's define what is computer ethics. It is the moral guidelines that governs the use of computers, networks, and information systems. So, it defines the moral standards guiding the appropriate use of computers, networks, and information systems covering areas like privacy, security, and fairness, and fair access to technology. Next, computer ethics for educators. So, what is computer ethics for educators? So, it involves guidelines and principles that guides responsible and respectful use of technology in teaching and learning. This includes ensuring students' privacy and security, promoting honesty and truthfulness in online activities, avoiding plagiarism, respecting intellectual property rights, and fostering a safe and inclusive digital environment for all learners. So as a future educator, let's know what are the computer ethics for us to be effective in our classroom or for us to effectively use it in our instruction. So we have 10 computer ethics for educators. So number 1, an educator will not use a computer to harm other people. And number 2, an educator will not interfere with others' computer work. And number 3, an educator will not look at others' computer files. And number 4, an educator will not use a computer to steal. And number 5, an educator will not use a computer to lie. An ethical educator won't use a computer to spread false information or to deceive other people. And number 5, an educator won't copy or use software without paying for it, respecting the value of the software and adhering to copyright laws. And next we have number 7. An educator will not use others' computer resources without permission. And number 8. An educator will not use others' work. So as an ethical educator, we shouldn't use someone else's work without giving them a proper credit or obtaining permission to do so. Number 9. An educator will think about the social impact of the programs he or she creates. So, as an ethical educator, we should consider how the programs we create online might affect society as a whole. We should aim for positive impacts, and we should also consider the potential consequences on people and communities. So that we need to plan properly before implementing a activity or program online. And number 10, we have an educator always will use a computer in a way that shows respect and consideration for other people. So as an ethical educator, we should consistently use a computer in a manner that demonstrates respect and thoughtfulness toward other people, ensuring their actions online don't negatively impacts. We should ensure that our activity online don't don't negatively impact others. So as a future educator, it's very important for us to know the computer ethics because we are our students' role model. And this computer ethics for educators is modified from the 10 Commandments for Computer Ethics by the Computer Ethics Institute. So again, as a future educators, it's very important for us to know this computer ethics for us to be literate of what we're going to do in the near future. And next we have information privacy. So what is information privacy? It is the right of individuals and organizations to deny or restrict the collection and use of information about them. So it refers to the right of people and organizations to decide and control who can gather and use data about them. It's about individuals and organizations having a power to say no or set limits on how their personal or organizational information is collected, stored, shared, and used, ensuring their information remains private and secure. So in the past, it was easier to keep information private because each institution like school, government offices, or even businesses had its own separate records. But now, because of the innovation, we have networks and better storage. Thus, school and businesses can store a lot of data in one place like big database or a single server. So as a result, many people have concern how the unauthorized collection and use of data and monitoring affects their privacy. So now, here is the list of actions we can take to make our personal data more private. So how to safeguard personal information. Number Okay, number one, fill in only required information on forms both in print and on the web. When filling out forms, provide only necessary and requested information to protect your privacy and ensure intended use. Do not preprint your telephone number and social security number on personal checks. So this precaution helps prevent unauthorized access to sensitive information in case the check gets lost or falls into the wrong hands, enhancing security and reducing the risk of identity theft or fraud. Next, have an unlisted or unpublished telephone number. So this choice enhances privacy by restricting easy access to your phone number, limiting unwanted calls from telemarketers or individuals with whom you haven't shared contact details. So next, find out how to block your telephone number from displaying on the receiver system if caller ID is available rather in your area. Next, do not write your telephone number on the charge or credit receipts. By refraining from doing this, you can help safeguard your privacy and prevent potential misuse or unauthorized access to your contact details. Sorry for that. And next we have ask merchants not to write credit card numbers, telephone number, social security number, and driver's license number on the back of your personal check. So this precautionary measure helps you to protect your personal data and reduce the risk of potential misuse or unauthorized access to sensitive information if the check is lost or mishandled. Next, purchase good with cash instead of credit or check. So paying with cash can help maintain a higher level of privacy and reduce the exposure of your transaction history and financial details associated with credit or checking accounts. Next, avoid shopping clubs and buying buyer's cards. Avoiding this membership help reduce the sharing of your shopping preference and data. Next, next, find out why merchants want personal information before releasing the information to them. Okay, so collecting personal information helps in establishing a trustworthy relationship with customers, aids in providing better customer services, and enables target marketing efforts. However, customers should be cautious and evaluate the necessity of sharing specific personal details and inquire about the merchant's privacy policies to understand how their information will be used and protected before providing it. So it's very important for us to be curious of many things. And next, inform merchants that you do not want them to distribute your personal information. So, request that they refrain from sharing or distributing your personal details for marketing purpose or with third parties. It's advisable to communicate this request directly to the merchant and inquire about their privacy policies to ensure your preferences are respected. And now, asked in writing to be removed from mailing list. So you can request to be removed from mailing list by sending a written request to the organization or companies responsible for sending the unwanted mail. In your written communication, clearly state your name, address, and request to be removed from the mailing list. Okay, next. Next, obtain your credit report once a year from each of the three major credit reporting agencies, to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and correct any errors. Monitoring your credit report can protect your financial health. Next, request a free copy of your medical records once a year from the Medical Information Bureau. The Medical Information Bureau (MIB) doesn't directly provide medical records to individuals. Instead, MBI is the repository of medical information used by insurance companies. However, individuals can request a free copy of their medical records once a year from their healthcare providers or hospitals where they receive medical treatment. It's essential to contact healthcare facilities directly and follow their specific procedures for requesting and obtaining your medical records. Install a cookie manager to filter cookies. Clear your history file when you are finished browsing. So this action can enhance privacy by preventing others who might access your device from seeing a detailed list of the sites you previously visited. Okay, next, set up a free email account and then use this email address for merchant forms. Next, turn off file and print sharing on your internet connection. This setting ensures that your devices are not open to unauthorized access, reducing potential security risks from external sources. Next, install a personal firewall. Installing a personal firewall on your computer adds an extra layer of protection by monitoring and controlling incoming and outgoing network traffic. These security measures help safeguard your system against unauthorized access and potential threats from the internet, enhancing your overall online safety. So next, we have sign up for email filtering through your internet service provider or use anti-spam program such as Brightmail. So these tools can effectively reduce the amount of spam, phishing attempts, and potential harmful emails that reach your inbox, enhancing your email security and overall online experience. Next, do not reply to spam for any reason. It might not be a good idea to unsubscribe to unsolicited spam. By sending back a message, you might only confirm that your email account is active. So it's advisable to use reputable anti-spam tools to filter out such emails and avoid any engagement with them to prevent potential risk of further unwanted communication. So, surf the web anonymously with programs such as Freedom Web Secure or through the anonymous websites such as anonymizer.com. So, this service route your internet traffic through their servers, masking your IP address and encrypting your connection, thus enhancing anonymity and protecting your online activities from being easily traced or monitored. So, one of our example of this is incognito. I know we're all familiar in use in incognito. So it's very advisable to use incognito if we want to surf web anonymously. Now, let's discuss about unauthorized collection and use of information. Most individuals are surprised to learn that national marketing organizations often purchase the information individuals provide for magazine subscription, product warranty registration cards, contest entry forms, and other documents. By combining this acquired data with other information obtained from public sources such as driver's license and vehicle registration information, National Marketing Organization creates an electronic profile of an individual. So, what is electronic profile? So, it refers to a digital representation of an individual's characteristic, preferences, behaviors, and activities gathered and stored by various online platforms, services, or organizations. So, it encompasses information such as browsing history, purchase habits, social media interaction, and demographic details, forming a comprehensive profile used for target advertising, personalized content, or data analytics. Now let's know what is phishing. It is a scam in which a perpetrator sends an official-looking email that attempts to obtain personal and financial information from the recipient. So I know you're all familiar with phishing. So how to avoid being scammed or phishing? So how to avoid phishing? So first, be cautious with be cautious with emails. Don't click on suspicious links or open attachment from unknown or unexpected sources. Second, verify sources. Check the sender's email address and verify the legitimacy of emails, especially if they request sensitive information. Number 3. Use security measures. Employ some spam filters, antivirus software, and firewalls to prevent phishing attempts. Number 4. Enable two-factor authentication. Add an extra layer of security to your accounts. And number 5. Educate yourself. Stay informed about common phishing tactics and regularly update yourself on the latest scams. And number 6, be skeptical. If an email seems too good to be true or creates sense of urgency, it might be a phishing attempt. Okay, number 7, do not share personal information. Avoid giving out sensitive information via email or on unfamiliar websites. Now, let's learn what is spam. So it is an unsolicited email, message, or news group posting sent to many recipients or news group at once. So the content of spam ranges from selling a product of or services to promote a business opportunity to to advertising offensive materials. So one study indicates that the average email user receives more than 1,000 spam emails each year. Spam sent through an instant messaging system instead of through email is called spam. So spam sent via internet telephony is called split. So we have two kinds of spam. So if spam sent through to an instant messaging system, it's called spam. And if spam sent via internet telephony, it's called split. So you can reduce the amount of spam you can receive using several techniques. So some email programs have built-in settings that delete spam automatically. Other email programs, such as Outlook Express, allow you to set up message rules that block all message from a particular sender or subject. You also can sign up for email filtering from your internet provider. So in order for us to prevent spam being spammed, we can use email filtering. So what is email filtering? It is a service that blocks email messages from designated sources. So you can block unwanted emails message by using an anti-spam programs that attempt to remove spam before it reaches your inbox. The disadvantage of using email filters and anti-spam programs is that sometimes they remove valid email messages. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something. Thank you. Bye.